Now, from here, I usually trap his wrist first so that I can force him to defend with his hand. You can also trap this wrist, right? You grab the far side wrist with your underhook inside hand, either 2-on-1 or 1-on-1. Do a little shoulder shove like this, and then bring your heel right over the wrist. And then once I get the heel over the wrist, I start to hug this arm tight, and again, cross my feet. And we're back to the same exact position, okay? So whether I do that little slingshot move, or I go for the choke defense, I throw the arm open and trap, or I just C-clamp the wrist, push the shoulder down. When I bring my leg over, I want to be over his shoulder. I don't so much want to trap like this. This is a little weak. With my knee open like this, I kind of want, boom, that. Heel inside the wedge of the wrist. And then I start to hug the arm tight, and then cross the feet, this one over top, okay? Now, once we get to this position, again, if he tries to swim, go right to the arm bar. If instead of trying to swim, Jacob connects a grip here, this is different, right? Because now I can't take my leg out and arm lock him. It's stuck inside. And I can't choke him for the same reason. My knee is blocking my entry. Now, if Jacob weren't making a grip, if his arms were just kind of like flexing in that direction, but he was not connecting his hands, then maybe I can kind of like shimmy, 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 and start going back to the choke. Possible. But once we're here and he connects the grip, choke is done, arm lock's done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw him to the other side, okay? So I'm going to use my legs here to throw him, but my arm stays loose until the end. When I use it to help pull myself up, okay? So it's kind of like I'm stretching my body away, I'm using my lower half, and then I'm kind of pulling myself up later. I'm not trying to throw him and then sit up at the same time. That's not going to happen, right? So throw first, sit up later, hug the arm. And now let's turn a little bit. But right now, we're basically in triangle setup, but behind the person. Reverse triangle setup. I have my feet crossed. I'm close to a triangle, but I really just have the control to change from a triangle to an armbar to other submissions. So this is kind of like a landing pad for me, okay? One option from here, there's 1.5 million options, is to start pushing the wrist down. I kind of push his grip open a little bit like this, and then my south side foot, I thread the toes through. Okay? So I kind of put like an X guard on his far wrist. And now I can break his grip, boom, give a little snap that way. And then sit back for the armbar. Sometimes you'll finish the person here. I'll just cross my feet, pull down on the wrist, and depending on their flexibility and how big my hips are and all that, you might have the leverage to break the arm. But if I start pulling down, and now Jacob, turn your shoulders a little bit towards Hank that way. Right? That way. Yeah, see that? His shoulder just lifted up a little bit. So if I start pulling on the arm, some people here won't have enough breaking potential because your hips can only go this high. Right? And there's so much slack under the arm, so much space under the arm that I'm soaking up before I affect his elbow that you might not get the break here. Okay? So if this happens, try the first one, try to just arch and finish it. But if he turns like this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my south side leg over his head this way, hopefully without kicking him in the face. Okay? You kind of got to go, foot whips over, but my knee stays open. So the weakness of this, before we get into the strength of this, the weakness is this. When I go to take this leg out, or if he's able to wiggle his arm out and turn towards me, my leg is on the wrong side of his head. You see that? So that's why I'm saying your knee has to be really wide, just to make this process a little more difficult. And now while he tries to get on top, this leg comes back over the head, over there. Super tight finish, actually. And on a little bit, it's a different arm bar than usual, where we have both legs over because I have a foot between us now. So his arm is a little shorter, if that makes sense. My hips are further away from him. So you just have to make sure you're always pulling up on this arm. You don't want him to slip the elbow out like that. So you have to keep a little bit of tension on this arm while he's trying to turn. Leg comes over, and that should be checking right there. Very, very tight. Okay? One more time. We're here. We fall, go for a choke, whatever. However we can trap his hand, right? Make sure you hug this arm when you trap the hand, because ideally we would like to keep his hands apart. I'd like to keep a little bit of tension in my hips. I'm bridging into his shoulder a little bit to keep his hands from connecting easily, And then from this position, if I feel like I can just go, great, okay? If he connects, that's when things change, all right? So I keep the feet crossed, I keep everything I have, including the arm underhooking. But the mistake we're all going to make is this. We're going to hug too tight with this arm and then try to throw at the same time. It's not going to happen. I have to relax this arm. It's almost like as long as I keep the arm holding somewhere, there's nowhere good he can bring this arm. Like when we hold on too tight because we're afraid he's going to take his arm away, there's nowhere he can take it away as long as I keep my hand inside. Right? So here I'm loosening my arm, growing him, sitting up, and now from here, my foot is already through, right? So usually you can break the grip from here a number of ways. Sometimes you can grab the edge of the hand, sometimes over the tips of the fingers you can peel, sometimes the edge of the other hand. So I'm not grabbing individual fingers, right? I'm grabbing like the blade of the hand, this kind of deal. And then boom, break, grab the wrist, sit back. I want to finish him here. Sometimes you can arch and finish if he turns a little bit, and he'll go. So I bring this leg over the head, don't kick your partner. And now from here, look, even if he doesn't go anywhere, I just bridge here and I can finish it. Because I have a higher platform to lift from. I have this foot now over his shoulder, which one keeps his shoulder down, two lifts my hips up higher. So you can finish the arm here. But if he goes to sit up, there's a weakness there. So you have to make sure this leg comes over quickly. Heel down, knees are pinched, thumb is up. Great. Make sense? Cool. And we need to see again? You guys good?
I've got a question.
Shoot.
To start the sequence on the back,
Yes.
you get the cross grip on his hand.
Yeah.
How
How do I get the cross grip?
Yeah.
You just kind of fight for it from wherever. Like as long as your control is good here, you can take your time and just keep kind of like shuffling down until you find it, right? He's gonna have his hands available because he has to defend his neck. So you're going for the choke, you just kind of swim in. Yeah, you're always going like under this way, like a waterfall kind of. Not like, I don't want to go over his arms and then try to force it down, you know? I always want to start underneath and then get to that spot. It's pretty easy to get actually, honestly. I like this one better because if he doesn't defend, he's dead, you know? But if he defends, boom. Or if I can't choke him, I already know it's like college you're training with, then I go right for this one. Because he's not going to respect this one. He's not going to defend it. Okay? All right, guys, let's give it a shot. Slow motion. 1, 2, 3, go.
Gather the arm, right? Pinch here. For our partner, it's like the dummy. I just want you to have that arm extended out, just like that. So we can just grab behind the elbow. I'm using C-step pressure here. Pushing underneath the arms like this. And then I'm going to slide around. I'm going to make it C. Just keeping close.
It operates off the same
Face forward almost in the same direction. Take this back foot, step across, and I'm going to loosen up this backhand so that I can across. When I flip my hands across, I should already feel like you can dribble over because I drop levels. And I feel committed. Like I'm moving back. I'm not quite in the right position. So our feet should be basically like over here. Step here, drop here. I will get started below the stomach. If it were to just break over time, I would just come up like that. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. If you haven't met already,
That doesn't seem right.
oh my God, this is.
I'm not sure. That was the kind of
You say no now.
We're confused about how to weave our legs. What do you think is good?
Yeah, it's closer, so if you hold it, kind of push her wrist open so there's a little space in here just to get your toes onto her wrist. And now once you have I would pull it over her wrist with this hand because you're going to break the grip. You're going to snap that, and you don't want this hand to fly back to your face. So you're going to kick that. And now from there, you grab the wrist. You can finish it like this sometimes. You just back, arch your hips, just like a normal arm bar. You bridge up, and hold the wrist two hands, lay back, pull the wrist down. Yes. Two hands on the wrist. Let's say when you turn the knee, see how short it is. You start back
It's better now.
Can I show you? So here, this leg is forward, right? And I kind of want to make sure that her